Good morning, it's 4:37, time for Farm News. As we told you, futures trade for grain, soybean, and livestock becoming more electronic. And so Wednesday this week, it was announced that almost all of the open outcry futures pits in Chicago will be shut down by July 2nd. Chicago's 167-year-old open outcry grain pits are just the latest to bite the dust. CME's biggest rival, Intercontinental Exchange, or ICE-N, silenced 142 years of open outcry trading in New York 3 years ago. The Minneapolis Grain Exchange closed its open outcry pits in 2008. Open outcry trading now only 1% of total futures trading volume, according to the CME. Options pits, which have stayed active, will remain open in both Chicago and New York. Wednesday afternoon, the House Ways and Means Committee approved a bill that would make higher Section 179 expensing levels permanent. The bill is H.R. 636, America's Small Business Tax Relief Act. This would allow farmers, ranchers, and small business owners to deduct up to $500,000 in qualifying expenses, a phase-out threshold of $2 million. New report from the Census of Agriculture ranks South Dakota as the number 3 congressional district in the U.S. as far as number of farmers. Minnesota's 7th congressional district, 5th, and North Dakota is 9th. Again, this is for number of farmers in the district. As far as the amount of government payments received, that's right, North Dakota is number 1. South Dakota 5th and Minnesota's 7th district is 6th. For the market value of agricultural products sold, Minnesota's 7th district is 4th at just over $11 billion. And the at-large districts of North Dakota and South Dakota ranked 5th and 6th. Well, what goes around comes around is the old saying, or what's old is new again. When it comes to interest in pulse crops this spring, that is, as opposed to growing corn and soybeans.
But you talk to the people that are marketing the peas and the lentils and the other specialties, there's a lot of interest there too. So, in which the one guy came by this morning and he says, you know, if I could, I sit and watch you guys the last few years, you know, you're selling beans and corn, and finally, you know, we're getting some interest, and now you know what it feels like. You know, so it's pretty good. I mean, can't blame the guys. I mean, prices are not as conducive. You know, if you can break even, that's going to be pretty good.
2 years ago today, March corn futures traded at $7.24 a bushel. This morning, we'll tell you where they're at here in about 8 minutes. As far as the profitability of corn and soybeans continues to decline, farmers are increasing their interest not only in pulse crops, but in small grains, especially wheat.
People are looking at all the alternatives. Some are perhaps going to make some switch back to wheat. If we'd had a little bit more of a friendly harvest period and latter part of the summer this year for wheat, we'd probably seen a little larger increase than might come in this first prospective plantings report. However, you know, with the yields going up the way they have in the last few years, decent quality on a good portion of the crop yet, the customer is satisfied as well. So I think we're going to see a little bit of an uptick perhaps.
The president of the North Dakota Grain Growers from Litchfield says the last couple wet late springs have not allowed farmers to plant as much wheat as maybe they would have liked to.
Got so late, so naturally everybody kind of flips over to soybeans, which it filled that you don't have to preventive plant, you know, so it filled that area, which was good. But hopefully the way it looks now this year with the snow cover depends on if you're right about Saturday. You know, I mean, we don't have much snow, so maybe we'll have a normal year and get out there on time. I think wheat and some of the other stuff will kind of mix in a little bit better.
Last year, North Dakota planted 5.9 million acres of spring wheat. Barlow, Prosper, and S.Y. Soren were the top 3 varieties planted. One soft drink company is trying to solve the milk consumption quandary. Coca-Cola is coming out with a premium milk drink that has less sugar and more protein than regular milk. Coca-Cola trying to diversify its product line as American consumers are not only drinking less milk, they're also purchasing fewer soft drinks. The national marketing campaign for Fair Life Milk expected to roll out in about a month or in early April. South Dakota Senate has passed a bill that would allow raw milk to be more easily regulated by placing it in its own category. A work group set up by the Department of Ag was set up following a stalemate in last year's legislative session as far as raw milk bills. This bill doesn't legalize retail sales of raw milk, but puts raw milk in the same regulatory category as grade A milk and manufacturing grade milk. South Dakota Department of Ag says raw milk needs to be in its own category so the department can better create regulations like what bacterial testing is necessary. The bill also says that raw milk can no longer be sold at farmers markets in South Dakota. It's our farm news this morning. It's 4:43. Right after the break, we'll come back and check the forecast and soil temperatures across the U.S. right after the break.